Hello once again, not much. Okay, so I just pretty much just right where we left off. Let's go.
A pleasant surprise, Ezio. We should trade stories if I'm not dead by this time tomorrow.
Is there a chance of that?
We learn that the Byzantines are planning to infiltrate Topkapi Palace, now that Prince Suleiman has returned from his Hajj. If they do strike, it will be tonight at a cultural exposition the prince has organized.
So what is our plan?
Kardashim, this is not your fight. No need to snare yourself in the Ottoman affairs.
The Byzantines found a key beneath
I
Topkapi
happen to
Palace,
be
and I would
the
like to know
assassin
how.
mentor.
Ezio, we want to protect our Shehzade, not interrogate him.
Trust me, Yusuf. Just tell me where to go.
Topkapi's main gate. We plan to dress as entertainers and walk right in.
I love this game.
I will find a disguise and meet you there.
Oh, Cesare, oh, Cesare. The Templars are planning to attack the Ottoman royal family. Join Yusuf, protect the Ottomans, and gain their trust. Beat Yusuf to Topkapi Palace. Slow down, young whippersnappers. Please do something that's not here. Oh, dang it. Guess we'll just get all of the guards to follow us. They can help us. Forgot I had that. Yusuf wasn't even here. Now the question is, why, if the Italian minstrels detect us, why is that bad?
Minstrels from Italia. I am going to enjoy this.
Is that because I don't have...
This hero's luck will hold me prey, and when he plays his...
Don't be detected
man
by
a
the guards.
flagon of wine, for he has our cause at heart. Leave him not to suffer solely in what...
I don't need to do anything. Don't notice us janissaries. We're only walking behind you, three unconscious people. It's a fun fact. Janissaries are actually kidnapped or sold Christians, Christian boys that were kidnapped when they were really young. This is a double red zone. Now Christianity was allowed
Bind thy wounds, noble
in
Signor.
the
let their mark be not in vain. You have our hearts and sometimes more.
A lot of India
Ever grateful for your
and other Muslim
pain.
countries during this time period. But they had to pay a tax if you were in a different religion. And occasionally, not occasionally, I guess I haven't dropped through. If people couldn't pay the tax,
I look ridiculous. I feel ridiculous.
My blade is too conspicuous in this outfit. Are you armed?
Mr. Ledil, you mark the targets, and we will take them out.
how can you have a hidden blade and I not?
You, know how to play that thing?
I learned a few chords when I was young.
When were you ever young?
I'm from Italy, of course I can. No, I'm the annoying one.
This courtyard is closed to the public. Turn around and start walking.
Perdonate, buon signore. We are this evening's entertainment.
Any old Gerzek can carry an instrument around. Get lost.
Venezia's grim doge, a fierce and
You
evil
sound
man,
like a dying
was
cat.
just a trifle red of face when I upset his plan.
What is this? Bear Batson!
You fool. You can't get rid of me.
Oh, the beauties of Firenze can melt a heart
What are
to
you
see.
doing?
Beware the girls of Roma, lest fire
Ekala,
wish to be.
go in and bother the guests with that noise.
Before Rodrigo was the Pope, he was a man of vices. And once he gained the Holy See, he raised his vices' prices.
There we go. Janissaries. Both admired and feared the Balabilas. The Janissaries were the Sultan's elite soldiers, expertly trained warriors loyal only to their leader, raised from early childhood to the Devshirm system, practice of conscripting and intellectually and physically exceptional Christian children. They were also sold and kidnapped occasionally for permanent positions in Ottoman military government. The Janissaries were actually a different class. The Janissaries were a uniquely influential social class all on their own. They were not free in the standard sense. They nevertheless had an inordinate influence on imperial politics. And any man who failed to gain their favor would become an indifferent ruler. So, more history on it. They were basically sort of bodyguards.
There once was a man named Duccio, a rat with lecher's taste. Whenever he would show himself, my feast would find his face.
I think that's the guy who tried to date Claudia.
While traveling through Forlì, I took her at her leisure. She said it's strictly business, such business was my pleasure.
Good thing Yusuf is already positioned.
I sing in Italiano, you understand no word. But my Greek is non-existent, and my Turkish is absurd. I am a tagless minstrel, I sing off key for coins. If you spot me in the street, please take me in the loins. Ostentinier, I beg you, let Byzantium endure. Constantine's corpse would turn, had not Stambul the core. A minstrel's song, I've heard them say, brings maidens by the score. But luck deserts.
This courtyard is clear.
But I do not see Prince Suleiman. Follow me.
To be fair, I love how a lot of people just kind of accept evolution. It's like, oh, okay, sure. How do you know?
Now this is a celebration.
Magic floating loot.
Suleiman, the Sultan's grandson and governor of Kefe. And he's only 17.
We met on the ship. He told me he was a student. And who is that?
His uncle, Shehzadeh Ahmed, the Sultan's favored son. He is grooming himself for the Sultanate as we speak.
Sherife, Sala Nizam.
Come. We have more Byzantines to find.
We could just kill him now and save a lot of trouble.
Thank you for coming.
The things I do to save the world surprise me time to time.
You play beautifully.
Like
Thank
learning how to play the lute and making these words rhyme.
The funny thing is, you know I'm speaking Italian. So that means you have a little bit of experience in it. Two for one.
We should speak soon.
Young Cesare, I heard him say, could not be killed by man. So I
Give your
tossed him
family my
through the
regards.
air to see where he might land.
Hayırlı akşamlar. I hope you are enjoying yourself.
No one understands my plight, the life of a musician. Singing for impatient men, a terminal condition.
You did not see anything.
I will sing in praise of children, I will croon in praise of dames. I will chant in praise of mighty men when I recall their names. Fair Lucrezia could not sate her appetite for lovers, but I suspect she would be fine with 2 or 3 more brothers.
Oh god.
To judge a lady's character, note well her company. If you should wish to seem a sage, come spend the night with me.
It is wonderful.
Suikastçı, suikastçı! Clear the courtyard! Shehzadeh Suleiman, take cover! Follow them! Ezio!
Backhanded slap. Shake you with a knife. Loot. You spin my head. Okay, stretch again. And run. I'm running. I'm running. I'm stabbing. Looted. Haha.
It is a relief to see you again, mio bel menestrello. Did I say that
You
right?
said what about my
Well
mother?
enough. I hear you are a governor, too. Is there anything you do not do?
I do not talk to strangers. I am Suleiman.
Ezio Auditore.
Shehzadeh, are you injured?
Who is your captain, soldier?
Tarek Balete, he is away on an
Does
errand.
that mean you knew who I was
Clear
on the
this
boat?
body and send the guests home. Then summon Tariq to the divan.
Baş üstüne Shehzadeh.
Tariq Barlete is a captain in the Janissary Corps, the Sultan's elite soldiery.
They guard the Sultan, but not his family.
Not very well, evidently. Ezio, do you have some time to spare? I would like your opinion on something.
I
just
will,
saved your life.
once I change out of these rags.
Güzel. Meet me when you are ready.
Which might be never. Suddenly, change of clothes. Byzantine warping technology. Wait, what? Sadly, I did not get the Oh Cesare, oh Cesare. That's my favorite. Huh. Another mercenary assignments. It says there's a book. I don't know what the book is for. Down, Ezio. That works. That will hurt. Double red zone. I'm disappointed I did not get the O Cesare. But I got one of them. The world is my playground. And how come do the Janissaries just saw me help by not enter the palace, even when they heard that I was being summoned by Suleiman? Surprise.
I have arranged a meeting with my
It's
uncle
daytime.
Ahmed and the Janissary captain, Tariq Barlete. The Janissaries are loyal to my grandfather, but they have lately become angry over his choice of the next sultan.
Your uncle.
Exactly. The Janissaries prefer my father, Selim.
You are in a tough spot. But how do the Byzantines fit into this?
I had hoped you might know. Would you be willing to help me find out?
I am tracking them myself. I can help you, as long as our interests run parallel.
I will take what I can get. There is a hatch at the top of that tower which leads to a secret room. Go there, wait, and watch.
Question being, why don't you? Suleiman is investigating the attempt on his life. Eavesdrop on his conversation with the Janissary captain, Tariq Barlete. The way is shut. It was closed by those who detect. There is a shiny thing on the map. No, with all the mishaps that you see in all the Assassin's Creed, at least with Ezio,
Heed my nephew,
their
Tariq.
shins would suck.
Your incompetence borders on treason. And to think that today, your Janissaries were outshone by an Italian lute player. Preposterous.
An inexcusable failing, Effendim. I will conduct a full investigation.
I will conduct the investigation, Tariq. For reasons that should be obvious.
Evet, Shehzadem. You have your father's wisdom.
And his impatience. Uncle, I am relieved to see you safe.
Likewise, Suleiman. Allah emanat olun. Tariq Bey, a word. What was the purpose of this attack, I wonder? To make me look weak? An ineffective steward of the city? If you are the hand in this mess, Tariq, you have made a grave mistake. My father has chosen me as the next Sultan, not my brother.
Looks like he has got eyes.
Ahmed,
They're all dragons.
I am not depraved enough to imagine the conspiracy you accuse me of.
What have I done to earn such contempt from the Janissaries? What has my brother done for you that I have not?
May I speak freely?
You'd better.
You are weak, Ahmed. Pensive in times of war and restless in times of peace. You lack passion for the traditions of the Ghazi, yet you speak of fraternity in the company of infidels. You make a decent philosopher, Ahmed, but you will be a poor sultan.
You may show yourself out.
Burn. For how short the blade is, it's a very long handle.
Quite a family,
Your uncle lacks sway over the men he will soon command.
Tariq is a hard man. Proud and capable, but ambitious. And he admires my father greatly.
But he failed to secure this palace against the Byzantine invasion. That alone is worth our attention.
Precisely.
Where should we begin?
For now, keep an eye on Tariq and his Janissaries. They spend much of their free time in and around the bazaar.
I will start there when I can.
Let's see. How does one get off this thing? One of the things I've been doing with the Assassin's Creed games is to actually looking at their architecture. See, shin broken. Bless you. Let's see. The bazaar is somewhere. Oh, there's the book. Sophia memory. Come to take a look at the book. Let's go liberate some things. Shiny. Aha!
I say, carry out his will. Find the assassins and make them feel his wrath.
Surprise. You're a poet and a scholar. More loot. Very impactful. These smells of incense will be interesting. And we get gypsies instead of courtesan. Let's level people up real quick. Ah, but I like you. Fine. boss now. Holy experience. Okay. Up. You are level 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. You get a hood. You are still gone. No, never mind. Okay. Study the skulls. And the muskets. 4 stars surviving a herald. Hard to just walk up and talk to people these days. All the chests. Let's do it. Face your apprentice.
Mentor, I am told you still have the speed and strength of a 20-year-old.
I try to keep healthy.
Then how about a race? I could use a bit of exercise.
You begin, and I will follow.
As I run past him. Come on, scrub. Run faster.
You, good people, do not aid your valiant steward.
How are we deciding on the location? Let's have a race. Okay, I accept. Where?
That Templar is up to something. We should track him.
Sneaky, sneaky. I am not here.
Most interesting. But why?
Hello, fellow citizens.
Indeed, it seems everyone wants drawings. Drawings of Hagia Sophia, drawings of Eyüp Sultan, maps of the city or of routes south for the Hajj. My husband is mercenary enough to copy this.
Yeah, seriously
His
though.
dreams are far more than... Of course, few pilgrims actually know how to read. A drawing is worth 1,000 indecipherable squiggly lines to people look at the bodies. So the shop hosts commodity etching and graphic design. Never mind. I don't know.
Okay, and they both
Do not let him escape.
I can stop him, Mentor.
Not if I beat you. Oh, we can send my other assassin to do it.
He was holding this, Mentor. It must belong to the
He
Vizier
died
we robbed.
somehow.
You take care of this body. I will return this document.
How are you almost dead?
May your twisted soul never find peace, heretic!
Apparently you did die. Damat Ali Pasha. Hailing from eastern Anatolia, Damat Ali Pasha was a well-respected Sublime Porte official and servant to Sultan Bayezid II. But in his later years, as the Sultan's ambitions for world conquest dwindled, Damat's loyalty all but evaporated, and he came to feel that the Templar philosophy was the only worldview capable of bringing about order and glory in a world where chaos and democracy seemed the norm. So is it Templar? We have a Templar stealing from a Templar.
I believe this belongs to you.
Don't do it.
You have spared me much humiliation before the Sublime Porte. Thank you, Effendim. And is that the young assassin who aided you today?
Enjoy the rest of your day.
But, it's a Templar. That's it. No, did you read the prompt? Ah, he can teleport. Use technology beyond our own. Oh, that's 30 minutes. I gotta stop there.